Hello guys, today we continue with the factorization. In the previous video we have learned about the factorization for quadratic equation with a coefficient of a square equal to 1. So in this video we continue with in case a different to 1. For a different to 1, I can take example like a 2x squared plus 5x and plus 3. Okay, so you can use the factorization for solve the quadratic equation and then we put it equal to 0. So as you imagine that in the factorization you have to put this form, we come to another form with factor a bracket and time another bracket. So you have to separate the second term into something, add something or minus something. Okay, in the previous video we have learned about here for x for a equal to 1, and now we have the coefficient of x squared is different to 1. In this case it is 2. So I will to 5x will become to 2x and plus 3x and plus 3, and I put it equal to 0. And take carefully about this one. We have the first two term is common is 2x, not only 2 or not only x. So you have to take all 2x the common outside, and inside the bracket you have x plus 1. Because 2x times x you have the 2x squared, and 2x times 1 you got 2x. Okay, so the last two terms you got a 3x and plus 3, and the common here is 1. Here is 3, sorry, and you get 3 outside and you have the x plus 1 in this case. So after that you have the common factor for both of them is x plus 1. So that's why I will take the x plus 1 outside, and the inside a second bracket is 2x and plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so because we have here is 2 factor equal to 0, so we have to divide it to become 2 case, x plus 1 equal to 0, and the second one or second option 3x plus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So the first term, the first bracket or the first option x equal to minus 1, and the second one minus 3 divided by 2. So here we call it solve factorization, using factorization for solve the quadratic equation. Yeah. So the main answer, the main question here is why I choose separate 5x become to 2x and 3x. Okay. So here is the tip. The first step, I will time a times c. Here a here is 2 and c here is 3. So 2 times 3 you got 6. And the second one, the step 2, I will separate 6 become to something times something, maybe 6 times 1 or 2 times 3 or minus 6 times minus 1 or minus 3, oh sorry, no sorry, some mistake here. Okay, let me rewrite that. 5x and 6 equal to 0. Okay, sorry. And I want to repeat that at step 1 I take the a times c equal to 6, and the step 2 I will separate 6 become to some option with something times something, 6 times 1, 2 times 3, minus 2 times minus 3, or minus 6 times minus 1. And which option x factor can add together equal to 5, I will choose that option. For example, the first one is 6 times 1, the sum of them equal to 7. The second one 2 plus 3 equal to 5. The third one is you have the minus 5, and the last one you have the minus 7. And because the second one you have the 3 plus 2 equal to 5, so that's why I will choose the ways separate 5x become to 2x and plus 3x. And as you know, we can success with this one and this separate. Okay, step 1, identify A times C. Step 2, separate A times C equal to something times something, and I will choose the option can add the factor together equal to B here. Okay, let me try another one. 2x squared plus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. So step 1, identify A times C. 2 times 3 equal to 6. And step 2, I will separate 6 become to something times something. Here or here, minus 1 or here. And for this case, we have the two factor, the sum of two factor here equal to 7. It is the same number with the second one. So that's why I will choose this option. Okay, let me check another one. We have 5 here. Sum is minus 7 and sum is minus 5. Okay. So that's why I will choose separate 7x become to 6x and x. It means 6 and 1 and 3 here. So in the first two terms, 2x is common. X plus 3 inside the first bracket, and the second one you have x plus 3 and the 1 is a common outside. The common bracket is x plus 3. So I will choose x plus 3 outside and the inside the second bracket 2x plus 1. So if I want to solve this one, I want to put the h factor with 1 equal to 0. But this is a or, it's not an option. So I will have x equal to minus 3 and x here is minus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Hello. For this video, I want to practice with you about the factorization techniques. With the A different to 1. Okay. As you know about in the previous exercise, I want to remind you about the techniques for factorization with H different to 1. Bx and plus C equal to 0. For example, I will take the 3x here and plus 7x and plus 2 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation with A different to 1. So the first step is A times C. Identify A times C and you have here 3 and 2 you have 6. And step 2, separate 6 become to something times something and each of them add together you have the 7. So that's why I will choose 6 times 1. Because 6 plus 1 equal to 7. They is the same number with this one. So I will separate 7x become to 6x plus x and plus 2. The first two terms, the common factor is 3x. And the second one is 1. 1 will be outside. So that's why I will have x3 3x plus 1 times x plus 2 equal to 0. And then I can identify the first x equal to minus 1 divided by 3 and the second one is minus 2. Okay, so in this video we continue practice with this technique more and more. 11x and plus 12 equal to 0. Okay, so first step, you have 2 times 12 equal to 24. So the second, I will separate the 24 here become to something times something, and after that I will get the 11 when you add each factor together. Okay, and you imagine that the 2 times 12 here, 8 times 3, 24 times 1, and 6 times 4 maybe, and then you can change the sign. The first option you have the 14 for sum, the second one 11, third you have 25, and 4 you have 10. Okay, so that's why I will choose the sixth solution, and it means I will separate 11 become to hx plus 3x and plus 12 equal to 0. The first two terms we have the 2x squared and hx, so I will take the 2x outside because h here including 2 in, so x and plus 4, and we check 2x times x, you have the 2x squared, 2x times 4 you get the hx. So in the second one 3 will be outside because 3 is a common factor. 4 here. 3 times x, 4, 3x, 3 times 4, 12. Okay, so the common bracket is x plus 4, and then you have a 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So that's why we have a two solution here. First one is minus 4 because I will put this one equal to 0. And the second one is minus 3 divided by 2. I will put this one equal to 0. Okay, I hope you can understand this technique because we can repeat it in another one. 3x squared plus sx and plus 4 equal to 0. So, step 1, identify a times c, 3 times 4 equal to 12. And then you separate 12 become to something and something. I will choose this one, quite easy. 6 add 2 equal to 8. So that's why we want to here, and we don't choose this one because here is some here equal to 7 and 13 here, and I will separate hx equal to 3x. 6x and plus 2x and plus 4. The first two terms you will have the common is 3x, and be the first in the first bracket you have the x here, and the second one is 2. Recheck 3x times x, you have a 3x squared, 3x times 2 you got 6x, and another one here is common, here is 2. Take x outside, take 2 outside, inside you have a x plus 2. Okay, easy to recheck, so we will do it again by ourselves. The common factor, the common bracket here is x plus 2. Put x plus 2 outside, and the inside of the bracket you get 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So that's why we have a two solution. X1 is minus 2. Put here equal to 0. And the second one is equal to minus 2 divided by 3. Here equal to 0. Okay. And maybe here is some exercise for your write this at home. Maybe we call it the homework. The first one. The second. Third, and maybe the last one is okay. Good luck, and I hope you understand more about the factorization with this technique. Thank you so much.